as we're going into 2025, you may be asking yourself, where do I even begin with jewelry trends and fashion trends for the new year? I mean, we all see these ads and we see these articles that say the top 20 fashion trends for 2025, or how to look stylish in 25,000 ways for 2025. And it's daunting and it's overwhelming. And then there's that question, as a woman who is 57 years old, am I too old to try out these trends? Should I even care at my age? Don't I have other things to worry about? Yes, yes, and yes, we do, and we do all of those things. However, I think it's worth exploring. We don't have to look trendy to be on trend. And what I'm going to share with you today is how to just take one of the most, in my opinion, is the most popular fashion trend for 2025, how to nail it, not look like you're trying too hard, not like looking trendy, but looking classy. And I can tell you that this one fashion trend can be trickier than it looks. I know, because I've been experimenting with it, and I'm going to show you some looks that I think you can nail. By the end of this video, I want you to feel empowered to take these tips and some of the examples I'm going to show and incorporate them into your own life. Let's take the trendy out. Let's do trends and keep it classy. Hi, my name is Angie. I'm the founder of Reserved Grace. I focus on vintage jewelry and accessories like handbags and scarves. Let's not fool ourselves. Jewelry is an important accessory in our identity and who we are. The right jewelry and the right pieces can transform any look. You can take a staple piece in your closet and transform it into something just a little more elevated, or even a little bit more boho, a little bit more chic, a little bit, all those things with just a few pieces of jewelry. But it's not always that easy. What I know for me is that as I've aged, I've accumulated pieces along the way that transcend time. They're pieces that are worthy of being kept because the quality, and I don't always know what to do with them. The fast fashion, the trendy jewelry of today, it lasts a couple of seasons, it gets tarnished, it just doesn't look good anymore, it gets tossed aside. What I focus on is taking those vintage and antique pieces that have lasted at least 20 to 100 or more years, and how to incorporate that into fashion trends of today. And this is today for 2025 to 2026. There is always a way. Today I'm going to focus on just this one trend. And the one trend I'm focusing on is the layered necklaces. It looks simple. It's not that simple. I can promise you, because as I started preparing for this one video, I was going to do multiple trends for 2025 and how to nail those trends. Just getting the layered necklaces right, I was like, okay, I'm focusing on just this one because I think it's the most popular, the most, I would say, important trend for this coming year. And what I hope for you is don't abandon this fashion trend. I think it's going to elevate your style and your confidence. And what's wrong with that? We're going to stick with gold this time. If you're a silver gal, don't ditch this video yet, because the principles I'm going to share with you are the same. I'm just using all gold in this video. Okay? As I show you examples of how to nail the layered necklace trend, I'm going to show you how you can incorporate other parts of other trends into this one look. So you can see this all together. This is a combination of golds, gold tones, pearls. Pearls are huge, like huge, huge, huge for 2025. And then I added a little pop of color with this red tassel chain pendant. Think about what you currently have and how you can mix those things together, and maybe just add a couple of additional pieces here and there to accomplish a look like this. And you don't have to break the bank. And all of these pieces are sustainable. Think about sustainability as well. Think about buying pieces that are going to last for years and years. You won't want to throw them away because they're not tarnished and they don't look bad. Some of these pieces have been around for, like I said, 20, I don't know, more than 20 years, maybe 40 years. I don't know. A long time. Let me break this down for you. So I'm going to take a couple pieces off at a time. Let's start with this red tassel. Tassels are not in for 2025. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Wearing this tassel alone, I 100% agree. This just would look weird. It just doesn't fit for the fashion to look on trend, not trendy, on trend for 2025. However, adding this one piece, it brings in a pop of color, a little bit of interest, a little bit of texture. Getting it straight would always be nice, but you get the gist. Okay, I wanted to show you that to start off with. So we're taking this one off. So don't throw pieces like this away. Set them aside until maybe the right season, maybe the right jewelry trends for that year. Also on here, think about framing. This is how I want you to think about framing. Is really important. Framing for your face. How does your hair frame your face? Your glasses. Jewelry is the same way. How can you frame, one, your physique? Longer necklaces tend to be more slimming, elongating. They bring the eye into more of slimming. And layering and framing your different important statement pieces within ensemble. Okay, let's look at it that way. As you can see, I have this one necklace right here, pearl with a little crystal here and pearl drop. And I have more little pearl and gold chain around it. This frames this drop right here. It brings your eye into this drop. It doesn't get lost. That's really important in this layering trend. So keep that in mind. Then I added one more just random gold, the one that I thought looked the best, gold chain on the outside to then bring in the pearls. Think about how to frame and frame. It's about framing, okay? Now, the old trend of having everything like this, so this is nestled within this, and this is nestled within that, that's more of, so 2024. How do you nail it and bring it up a notch for 2025? That was what this is about. It doesn't follow that trend of, or that 2024 trend of perfectly nestled. This gives you that little bit, so the 2025 is about being a little bit more casual with it. Throw on your favorite pieces. If they fall into each other, if they lay across each other, if they compete, it's okay. But you can do it with a little bit of flair, a little bit of class, and it makes a statement. In this case, this red tassel is laying across these other pieces, which helps make the red pop even more. So think about that, and don't be afraid to have layers on top of layers. I guess that's the best way to say it. So taking this one tassel back off again, let me show you how I've put this together. Now, this necklace here, the main necklace with a little bit of a lariat drop. Let me figure this all out here. Okay, this one is by Monet. This piece is vintage. This one piece here is probably, it's at least 20 years old. And look how beautiful this still shines. The sparkle, the pearl has not lost its luster. It's not peeling and cracking and, all those things. Very important, I think, to consider when you're looking for the right pieces. So that is by Monet. And then what I did was this piece, also by Monet. I liked this because it had a little bit of style and character. A little bit of a different take with the details here. Not just a regular chain, but a little bit more, just a little bit more flair to it. Here's another thing to consider. Try to get your tones, your gold tones, your silver tones, whatever they are, to be in the same family, color family. Coolness, either try and get them to be close, similar, or identical, or completely different. So they need to either be the same or completely different. Completely different, like even gold and silver is very popular and on trend right now. But sometimes you'll have a, let me see if let me give you an example here. Do I have one? This might be a good example here. Let's do this. Let's look at this example here. Both of these are gold tone. Okay, so this set here and then this here, both gold chain, pearl, got the whole thing, right? Very similar. They are in different tones. This is not necessarily, this looks tarnished. This looks tarnished and looks old compared to this. It's that this here is from a different era and a different composition in the way it was made. They coated the jewelry so it didn't tarnish. And this is from an older era that didn't have that coating. So you do have the gold tone, but it's not as bright as, and it never was. It just never was. This is just a different era, okay? My suggestion is keep the same color tones or the finish either very, very close, or, let me put this back on here so I remember when I do this one. Fix that, or do something completely different. So in this case, I have the gold chain that I've paired with a silver chain here in the middle. Okay, the silver kind of pops, kind of offsets the gold, and see how that just gives it a different look. Keep that in mind as you're going through putting together your layered necklace look. I'm going to put this back together for you so you can see how I did this. Now this video might be long, but bear with me, okay? Bear with me. First one I chose was the gold chain. I chose one that had a little bit of style element just because of interest. Just strictly because I wanted to have a little bit of interest to the piece, okay? Next I put on this necklace, which is the Monet with the little crystal drop, kind of like a lariat. Next, I put that one on. The good thing about these necklaces also, they're adjustable. So as you put together your different jewelry looks, when you have pieces that are adjustable, it just gives you more options. Because this, you could do a little higher, do a little lower. I'm not sure where I had it at the beginning, so we'll just go try kind of towards the end here. Let's see, where are we at? Where are we? Let's just go with that one for now. Okay, so we have that. All right, then I just had this random, I think this is also Monet, I don't know, it's the same exact as this necklace. So I thought, why don't we throw this, double this up, throw this on. That just gives it a little bit more there. And then it's like, that's great. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But I wanted to take it up a notch. And you can do this with different colors, different pendants, different things. Just throw that one on there. And it usually helps. It usually helps if you do it the right way. All right, now the pendant, oh, come on, there we go. Now the pendant is facing the right direction. Now you see how that looks? What would you wear this with? You could wear this with, say, a white button-down shirt, open a little bit, or even a t-shirt with a little jacket over it. There's so many options. And in the summer, wear it with a summer dress. So just play with it. Put your thoughts in the comments. Style number 1, would you wear this? If not, why? And if so, what do you like about it? Or what would you change? What would you change? Just thoughts in general. I am not the expert. I'm just here to help you with what I've learned over the years and ways that I've put things together. Okay, this is number 2. I'm going to share with you a few things that I think are really, really important because I think that it's going to help you a lot. This one piece here is 3 pieces. There are 3 pieces here, and I'm going to start with this one piece that I think that people are going to appreciate, that you may appreciate the most. The layered necklace look that is all one necklace. This look, you're going to learn, you're going to see, this is out. This is completely out. Don't wear this. This is what they're going to tell you. Don't wear this. This is out. Everything flows together. This is out. Don't throw it away. Especially if it's a vintage piece like this. Whole layered look of necklaces that has been in for the last couple of years. It's not new. By the way, none of it's new. It's how we put it together is what makes it on trend and fashionable. Okay, this piece here has been around for many, many years. And there's no sign of wear. There's no tarnish. It doesn't look tacky. That's because this is vintage and it was designed to last. It was designed to emulate fine jewelry, luxury brands. And that didn't mean that it was produced cheaply. It just wasn't as expensive as fine jewelry, 18 karat gold, or jewels and things like that. So this one, I'm going to sit here for a second. Don't throw away your layered chains, especially if you have vintage ones. Now, if you have fast fashion or, the trendier jewelry pieces, they're starting to wear and tarnish, please get rid of them. They're not going to stop tarnishing. They're only going to look worse. They're going to make you look less classy. We're going for classy, okay? We're going for on trend and classy, not trendy. Okay, so doesn't mean you can't take some of your trendy pieces and mix them in. Please don't misunderstand that. I'm just saying if you have options, this would be, if you're looking for options, this might be one of them. You're getting your layered necklace look. You have pearls incorporated. You don't need huge statement pearls, although they're a plus right now, but you have pearls here. And you have a little bit of texture and a little bit of sparkle and shine right here with this lariat. Let me show you this. So this necklace, very much like the Monet, because this probably is Monet, or this one's Napier, I think. This is Napier. So this is another pearl. Basically, there's a little basket around each of the pearls. So this is a basket chain or a basket pearl necklace. And there's your maker's mark right there. And then this one, I don't know if there's a maker's mark on this one. Let's see if we can see that up close there. The sparkle just has the texture, has a little bit more character. Okay, so you've got some crystals here. You've got a little pave, crystal rhinestone action going on. And I think a lot of times people think of vintage and they think the traditional rhinestone jewelry, which I have a lot of because that's what I used to collect. But this is still rhinestone and it is on trend right now. Let's get you there. So starting with that piece, actually, let me turn this around. Let me start with this way. I think this is where we're going to start because I think this is where you may find yourself. You have this piece. It may be from, that you may have bought recently, or maybe you have a vintage piece in your jewelry box somewhere and you don't want to throw it away because it's good quality, but you've heard it's not on trend. Okay, have you heard the term pish posh? Okay, that very much on trend for 2024 and 2023. Let's take it up a notch. Let's put a little bit of bling in here. Texture, bling, and this is the game changer on this one. See how this goes over the top of the chains? That's key. That's key. Now, I think that if you look at these chains behind, the chains that are behind it are kind of the foundation, and now you have this piece that just kind of pops just a little bit more. But if you want to bring it up just a another notch, just another notch. I feel like Emerald Lagasse. Bam! Now you have a little bit of pearl, and it all goes well together. Now, let's think about, like I said, if you take this piece off here, it's a whole nother look. You can also, just mix and match. Okay, I hope you're with me. And if you can see, the gold tones all are within the same color family. Okay, number 2, your thoughts. Would you wear this? Would you change anything? Or do you think I'm completely out of my mind and no matter what age you are, you wouldn't wear something like this? Let me know in the comments. I love getting your comments. I love this one, by the way. I love this, but I'm going to love all of them because I had fun putting these together. Let's do number 3. Which one do I want to do? I think I'm going to leave that one for last. Let's do this. Okay, so this is obviously a little bit different. What can I say about this one? Let's look at this one up close. See if you can see a little closer here. Got me hitting the camera up top. Bring that in. Let's talk about what we've got going on here. First of all, let me show you the individual pieces. This first piece is by Nettie Rosenbaum. It is a vintage piece. This is a highly collectible piece. If you have one of these, if you have something like this in your jewelry box, you better not get rid of it. If you do, call me. Hopefully, if you've ever had something like this, you still have it. You're not kicking yourself because by letting it go. Now, does this one show wear? Does this have tarnish? Yep, it does. Do I care? Nope, I don't. Now, if I paired that with some of those golds that I was showing you earlier, it would not look right. It would not do it justice. If I want to incorporate this piece in with the layered look that's on trend for 2025, how can I do that? Well, I decided, I'll just set this down here for 1 second. There's that. I decided to use vintage shell beads. So this is a much older piece. We have glass, we have shell, we have all kinds of things going on here. And mostly, for me, it was this one statement bead at the bottom. And I'll tie that back in. I'll show you how I did that. So I wanted to see this up close. And why I chose this is because this piece already does also have, it shows a little bit more wear. It's a little bit more natural. And a perfect backdrop for this piece. Because of the natural elements and the natural color on the shells, it doesn't accentuate the age, or in fact it enhances, it gives it that boho look that people pay a lot of money for pieces they're just going to throw away. They're not going to last. These have lasted through time and they deserve the honor of being worn. And oh, about this bead down here, I liked this bead to draw your eye in to this pendant. It all kind of just goes together. That's the goal. See how it brings down? You've got this piece here. Without this piece here, this whole backdrop would get lost. And it ties it all in. Now you have a very, which is another trend, you have a boho look with vintage pieces, and you have your layered look. Look, I mean, by now you're like, I'm nailing this. I got this. Thinking about what's in your jewelry box. And if you don't have things like this and you want to stick with the vintage look, let me know. I have all these are all for sale, and just let me know. Mix and match, have fun. You may have pieces you can incorporate. So, thoughts, comments, would you wear it? What would you change? When would you wear it? All those things. In the comments. Looking forward to it. I want to read your comments. Now the last one, I love, love, love this one. I love this. I love this. Did I say I love this? I said it before, and I stand by this. You don't have to be trendy to be on trend. This is classy. Classy, elegant. You could look at this and you wouldn't know, is this $50 or is this $5,000? It could be a little bit of both. Let's talk about it. Where did I start when I put this one together? I started with, we'll talk about this beauty in just a second. Let's give you a little, whoops. Let's give you a little sneak peek of this one. Put her right down here for you. And we'll show her pretty little tassel. All right, that was second, third. I don't know. That wasn't first. Where did I start? Oh, still not there. Where did I start? Well, this wasn't on there. We'll talk about that in a second. This is where I started. Jewel tones and semi-precious stones are another trend for 2025. So this is where I started with this. You have your jewel tones. You also have your pearls. This, I mean, it just right here, it nails it. This one, let me show you something too. Keep this in mind. You can also do things like triple this up. Let's see what we get here. Triple this. And let's see what we can throw in here. What did I've got from over here? What if we put, I don't know. Let's see what would happen. I haven't done this, so this is completely off the cuff. It could be a fail, but we're going to look. I don't know. Does that work? What do you think? We could do this one a little bit higher. But why? Just let it go. Does that work? What do you think? I like it. Okay, I really like it. This is why I decided to do one video and not multiple, because I spent hours playing with jewelry and decided, let's just do gold layered necklaces this first time. And here we are. All right, let's take this one off. That just gives you an idea how to mix and match. And let's put that back here. There. Okay, now going back to where I was. I digress. All right, here we go. Now, I started here. And then I decided I just needed a little bit more. What can I add? I had this necklace. This is a double strand of gold tone chain with also kind of like the basket enclosure for the pearl, but pearls nonetheless. Plop that on here, and then what I did was kind of did it on, almost did it on its own there. I just kind of nestled it in between the two outer strands. This strand, you know, basically sandwiched it. Okay, so you can see that I've got these layers here. But what about this here? That's just open, right? We've talked about it's nailing. What does that look like? So I thought, this piece, it has everything. Also vintage. It has your jewel tones. It has your pearls. It has this beautiful metallic gold cording here. You have it's adjustable, and this tassel with metallic thread in it as well in the back. Okay, well, I'll take care of this little guy later. Decided to just drop that on there, and there we go. Now, is this layered perfectly? Yes. Is it fabulous? Yes. Is anyone going to say, you know, you almost nailed it for 2025, but it's very planned. It's very layered. Okay. I'll accept that. I don't care. I don't care. One of my favorite. I don't care. Is it stunning? Yes. Who cares about the rest of it? I love this look. And here's one of the bonuses I love about this. Let me tuck this one back here because I think it looks cute when it's tucked. I'll tuck this back here and show you. If you have an open back dress or short hair, think about how this cute little tassel, it just goes down your back. It's very sexy. It just has cute little tassel here, and because this is adjustable here, now you can take this necklace if you wanted to, and you can go as long as, you can even go longer with this one. And let's see, let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Yay, all the way. I am a child of the 80s. If you know, you know. All right, playing with it, I don't know. We can look at it different ways. But now we've got that down here. That nails that, you know, that look. What about, let's do this. Bear with me. What if we took this and we did that? See, there's just so many ways you can make this all work. Look at that. What do you think? I know that's quick. Let's throw it together. But where you go? Where are you at? Come over here. Come over here. Work with me. Anyway, you get the gist. Ta-da. There are so many ways that you can put these pieces together that I've shown you today. Nail this fashion trend of 2025 with vintage jewelry that is sustainable, that's going to transcend generations. And in 2026, you can mix it up in a different way. And then 28 and 30, and however long that is for you. And you can pass these pieces down. Get photos. Make sure you're getting in some of the photos of wearing these pieces so that when your children and your grandchildren can see you wearing the pieces that they now may own, that were passed down from you, how you styled them for inspiration, and how they can style them in generations to come. So just to recap, things to keep in mind is make sure that your metal tones complement each other. They're very, very close, or they're completely different. Okay, those are the two things to keep in mind. The layered look, the main things with the layered look for 2025 is more is better. It's nice to have a statement piece. Statement necklaces are big. Jewel tones are big. Pearls are huge. More of the layered on top of each other look. Not the just perfectly perfectly aligned and all of that. Although, like I said, you do you. You're still going to nail the layered look. And for instance, what am I, like today? This was simple, what I'm wearing here. So I've got a jewel here with a pearl drop, a pearl necklace down at the bottom, and then this just had a little bit of texture and color with the gold little pave on the hearts. Just gave it a little bit of, fills it all in. Is it perfectly layered? Uh-huh. Do I care? Uh-uh. I like it. And again, who knows if this is a $500, $5,000, or $5 jewelry ensemble that I put together. And who cares? If you've liked what I've shared with you today and you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. It's just simple, subscribe. And that way you'll get notified of future videos that I put out and share with others. And probably the thing I like the most is comments. Please comment. I'd like to get to know you. I'd like to get to know the content you're looking for. I'd like your feedback on what you think of things like this. And I love getting feedback on whether you think I need to fix lighting or sound or any of those things, because I'm new and I'm learning. And I'm basically here to want to help you feel more empowered. I appreciate you, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you again. Bye.